Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing something really fun. I thought that I could show you a little bit of how I do my online shopping, especially for fast fashion, because this is something a lot of people ask me, how to find those pieces that don't look cheap, that look well made, and that look polished for a lower price point. So basically what I'm going to do is share my screen with you, then I will talk you through all of the pieces that I think are worth it and the pieces that I think you should avoid, and share you all of my tips and tricks. This is going to be a pretend shopping trip. I'm not going to get any of these pieces because I am in a no-buy month. We have a vacation planned for May, so I want to be financially prepared and free to do shopping while we are traveling. But if you like anything that you see on the video and you want to try it out, I will leave the links of the things that I think are worth it down in the description below. So let's start because we have a lot to see. Let's start with trusty old Zara because in terms of price and quality, I think it is the best place to go. Let's start by going to the news section. Every day that I get into Zara's website, it looks completely different. You can see that this season they're doing a lot of rustic materials, very romantic, kind of Parisian, if you like that style. You know what? Let's be more precise. You guys know how much I love Zara blazers. So let's go to the blazer section and see what they have in store for us there. Do you remember my spring haul video? I talked about a white blazer that I had gotten from Zara. Well, these ones are the exact same blazer in a tan, a red, and a navy. And I would honestly get any of these colors. I love that blazer so much. I wear it a lot for the many reasons that I talked about in that video. So it is double-breasted, which gives you more structure. It is a little bit more cinched in around the waist. You can see it in this picture here. So it really forms the body and gives you a beautiful silhouette. I also love the length of it. It kind of covers a little bit of your bum, so giving you that more elongated look. This is a great partner for transitional periods. If you want to wear this over a simple tank top, if you want to wear this with a shirt, if you want to wear this with a roll neck, you can do all of that. I highly advise you to get a Zara blazer that looks exactly like this. This is a good example of what not to buy, at least in my opinion. When I look at this picture, I love what I see because it is color coordinated, on trend with the whole color cohorts that we have been seeing on the runway. I even talked about it in my spring summer trends video. But if you look at the blazer by itself, which is this one, you can start seeing a few elements that might steer you away from it. Number one, you can see that the collar, the lapel, is very closed up. So you do not get that more elongated silhouette that other blazer that I showed you gives. It almost looks like it has been shrinked because the sleeves are shorter, the length is shorter, the lapels are shorter. So this can look very wonky very fast. And you can see that the pocket inserts are right around the rib cage, which is a very weird placement. It's also not very shaped. It's not double-breasted. It's just mono-breasting. So it can look a little bit like Mrs. Doubtfire. So this is something that looks good on the model. Maybe if you go into the store in the mannequin, it looks super chic. But when you go out and wear it, it looks kind of off. It's really hard to pull off this kind of blazer look, so I would steer away from this. Something that can be very tricky, especially at Zara, are accessories, especially bags. So let's take a look at them. This one, I think it's a very cute option, especially for summer if you're going to the beach and you just want something to put your things in. I really like that you can monogram it. So even if you're going to someone's house for summer, maybe someone invited you to spend the day at their pool, you can monogram this bag with their initial and it's a great hostess gift. I also really like the coloring with the brown and the navy, very, very chic. But they do the same style of bag in a tote. If you compare these two, you can see that the cosmetics case is way more charming. I think it's very clear that the material here is more plasticky, so in a big bag, that lower quality material will become way more evident. So go for the smaller one and then get yourself a beautiful straw bag in your destination that you will surely find for an accessible price. This little number is one that when you just glance at it, you say, oh, okay, that's a cute bag, I'd buy that. But once you start looking at it in detail, you start seeing a few red flags that maybe would change your mind. Positive points. The top handle, I love. The shape is very classic, very easy to style. The dimension of it is a little smaller, so if you have a smaller frame like me, you don't look like you're carrying a ginormous bag. It has a little bit of an animal print, which is always a great addition to add that touch of luxury to a bag. However, even in this picture, you start seeing elements that cheapen the look and steer it away from our aesthetic that is more classic, more elegant, more timeless. The plastic chain and hooks, I think, make this look very, very cheap. It's a shame because the cream color of the bag would be so versatile for styling, but this type of detail really ruins the design and it takes away a little bit of that elevated feel. Also, the flap, can you see how it is kind of curved? So instead of enveloping the bag, it just covers it over and looks like it's almost always open. This is the type of detail that you want to avoid, especially in accessories. Accessories can make a look or they can destroy a look. So be very picky. This one will be a great example to show you. Do you see this bag? The quilted chain strap shoulder bag. It is this kind of quilted exterior with the thick chunky chain. And when you're not very into bags, or if you're not very in tune with which are the trends or which are the famous bags of the moment, you kind of see this and you think, okay, I'm gonna get this. And then when you're walking with it around, people will start looking and they will think that you are trying to get the same look for less. And I am talking about Bottega Veneta's cassette bag. This is a bag that has been seen everywhere. Everybody knows it. It has very specific details that make it very recognizable. So whenever you see someone wearing this one, the idea, the image that person is portraying is, oh, I want that bag for less. Oh, I want something that looks like it but doesn't have the same high price tag. So one thing that I would completely steer away is getting inspired buys or dupes or imitations of very famous bags, because it cheapens a look like nothing else. You may think that it is adding design aspect, a design element to what you're wearing, but I think it does the exact opposite. I would go for things that are more basic, things that are more neutral and less recognizable, and maybe save that money for a few months or a few years and get yourself a real designer bag. Another thing that I really like to buy at Zara from time to time are shoes, but again, you have to be very specific and very demanding about how you want them to look. For instance, this first option looks very cute, looks very fresh, vibrant for summer. But when I start looking at it in detail, I start seeing things that I don't like. I find that this strap is very thick, so it might not only cover my foot too much, but might hurt that top part of my foot and I wouldn't be able to wear it. I can also see that it has a more square shape, which I prefer not to wear. I like things to be a little more round, a little more delicate. I love the print. I think it is super fun and great, again, for pairing with summery outfits. Would look beautiful with neutrals and with any of the colors that you see in this print. But unfortunately, I would probably end up not wearing it. Now, something like this, I really, really like. It is made of leather. Let's see if it is 100% leather. Yes, it is 100% cow leather. I love the color. It's a beautiful cognac brown. You can see that it has a little bit of a comfort sole that makes it look very, very comfy. This is the type of sandal that I would wear to death. I love the design of the chain. I think it is super chic yet understated, easy to style. This is something that I would buy right now if I wasn't in a no-buy. Oh my God, someone buy this and then tell me if it is as pretty online as it is in real life. Let's head over to Mango, shall we? Because we can always find great things at Mango. Let's see. I would start looking for dresses because they always make such amazing dresses. Wow, this is a beautiful shade in this dress. It comes in different colors. Great, let's check them out. I love the shape of this. I think it is very versatile, very neutral, but very chic. I really love the kind of tapered sleeves, really beautiful hem too. It is a little bit shorter in the front, but not that much shorter that makes the back look like a train. I like that the neckline is a little bit more closed, so you can wear it with necklaces. Great option if you're maybe a guest at a wedding or if you're going to a more formal dinner. This shade of kind of merlot wine red color is so lovely, so out of the ordinary, which I guess is something that we're seeing more in fast fashion, more attention to color palettes and color shades. This would look great with a belt. Yeah, see here the model styled it with a belt, which makes it a little bit more cinched in and would also carry this dress to a more casual occasion depending on the belt that you choose to wear. You can wear this with heels, you can wear this with flat sandals. Beautiful, beautiful shade. Let's see it in pink, even though it isn't available. Wow, this is a gorgeous shade of pink. So vibrant, fun, but again, very precise, very specific, and it just brightens up the look. Let's see the more neutral one. This is a shade that we want to avoid. You see how Marcello the model looks? I think it's the same model, let's see. Yes. Compare the coloring and just the overall look of this color and this one. This looks like it could be, you know, those silk sheets that have this kind of grayish icy color. It's not an easy color to pull off. It is really easy to make it look cheaper. I mean, this dress in this color to me looks like it costs $19.99, and this one in this color to me looks like it could be $2.99, which just goes to show. Be specific with cut, but also be specific with color. This is beautiful. I would get this, and I have a wedding to go to, and this would be perfect. I might get it. This is also a lovely, lovely dress. Very comfortable. The shape of it is super flattering, and this is the type of neckline that I think would look great for someone with bigger upper body. You know how in my last video about the 4 hacks to look instantly more chic, I talked about how I hate V-neck t-shirts, and I still do, and I think this is a great substitute. So instead of going just for a V-neck, go for a wrap style. This not only gives you that illusion of a V, elongating your upper body, but it also ties around the waist, enhancing an hourglass figure or creating more waist where there isn't none. And with the draping, it looks much more chic, much more sophisticated and polished. I think this is the kind of dress that I would easily wear around the house or even to run some errands, maybe to go out to lunch. Lovely oatmeal kind of linen-y color, which makes it very summery as well. It is 75% viscose and 25% linen, so again, that fabric will let you breathe. Lovely option. As for Mango's shirts, I think we also have to be very mindful of materials and fibers and what we want to accomplish with those tops. For instance, here we have a oversized cotton shirt, This is great for layering, such a basic piece. The oversized cut of it might seem a little bit masculine or maybe too loose, but it actually allows you to play a lot with how you style it. So you can tie it around your waist, you can tuck it into the bottoms that you're wearing, you can roll up the sleeves, pop up the collar, and it doesn't look constrictive. So it is much more stylish than just a simple straight cut shirt. It is 100% cotton fabric. It is a cotton poplin. Let's see the colors that they have. Beautiful neutral kind of blue and white stripe. The orange is a little harder to pull off, not gonna lie. And the green is also a little bit harder. I would absolutely get this white shirt. This one, to me, looks like a hot mess. In theory, I would like something like this because it has almost that luxury pajama feel with the black piping and the more satiny fabric. But do you see how wonky it looks on the model? The fabric seems to behave in a sort of weird way, making it almost impossible to stay put. The sleeves seem to be too big. Something that I do like to do in fast fashion is kind of risk it a little bit, maybe go for a bolder print, a bolder color, a different kind of design. This satin print blouse I think is very, very pretty. I love the combination of orange and pink. I think it is very classic summer. I also really like the shape of it. Again, that V-neck is beautiful. It has the draping that makes it really nice. You can see that the buttons are covered, so it adds that little feature of quality. I like that it doesn't have a folded collar, so just makes it a little different from any other shirt that you might have. The only caveat, the only thing that I think I would not like about this is the fabric. Let's see what it is made of. It's 100% polyester. And they have it in black and they also have it in white. The white one is beautiful as well. Is this also polyester? Probably. This is 52% viscose and 48% modal. So this would be way more comfortable. If you don't like it to be too synthetic, too plasticky, the white option might be a little bit more flowy and more comfortable to wear. Should we look at some jewelry? You guys know that I am obsessed with Mango jewelry. Sometimes they make amazing collections where I want to buy everything and sometimes I don't want anything. We are at a phase of fashion where jewelry looks like kids' arts and crafts. Look at this. This is a trend, and again, another tip of what to avoid. Not every trend is a positive thing. Not every trend is going to make you look more chic. Not every trend is going to make you look more elevated. Some trends will make you look like you're wearing something that your child made in art class. These pendant crystal earrings cost $30. That is the price that I paid for my vintage earrings that I'm wearing right now. It's not exactly Sophie's choice here. It looks awful. In my opinion, I could never wear these. I would like to know who did this, why do they think it's okay, and how can we make them stop? Am I too old? Am I too boring? Am I too conservative? Sometimes I feel like it's me against the world, but it's getting to a point that I just cannot. Let's find something pretty, shall we? For instance, this bag is beautiful. This is something that I would get. It has all of the elements that I really like. It has a little bit of leather-like material in the brown. It has the white stitching. It has this beautiful canvas fabric that revolves all of the bag with the little gold closure. This would be a beautiful summer bag. It is very spacious. So for $59.99, you are getting a more simple, more neutral look that will not make you look like you're trying too hard. To finish off this lovely adventure, I will go to H&M. This pleated chiffon dress, this is something that I would absolutely wear during the day, to just work from home, maybe go to the post office, the supermarket. Obviously would not style it with socks and chunky shoes. But the color is really lovely. I really like the length of the sleeves. It has a flowier fabric, so even though it is a little more covered, it still gives you a space to breathe. You guys know how I feel about pleating in dresses and skirts. I think they just give you that vertical line that elongates you and also gives you movement, so really great. This is a lovely dress. I would absolutely get this. This is a lovely dress as well, short linen blend dress. So again, the material will make you very comfortable and very breathable. The stripes are very classic. It has a button closure, which also makes it more versatile. If you want to open a little bit of the buttons, you can. If you want to leave them all the way closed, you can as well. I love the length of it. It's right above the knees of the model, so makes it a great partner for different types of shoes. Looks absolutely dreamy for just waking up, putting it on and not having to think about it. Great solution for every day. You know what? Let's take a look at H&M's skirts, because I have a bunch of skirts from them and I wear them all of the time. You guys, I really apologize for the intermission, but from this moment on, my computer started hyperventilating and the microphone picked up the most horrid humming sound all throughout the video. So I'm just going to describe this next piece for you instead of talking through it. I love H&M skirts, as you know, and this one to me is a very interesting option just because it is draped. I find that draped skirts can look very chic, especially if you have a top part that is a little bit more structured. It adds that interest, adds that volume and shape without being overkill. You can see that the draping in the front is vertical, so again, great for giving you that tall, lean look. And the construction of it is not just an elasticated waist, it actually has a zipper. I would order this and probably see how it looks in real life just to make sure it is high quality, but it is a very versatile piece and adds a touch of femininity and flowiness to any look. Last thing that I want to check out are their knitwear, because sometimes they have a few things that can be very transitional and very cute. For instance, look at this poncho. Someone get this. This is so cute. It's a fringe trimmed poncho. Beautiful colors. It has a bit of a taupe and then some white. The fringing looks okay, not bad. I think the only thing that might worry me is this fraying around the edges. I think that it may look cheap, and if the fabric is not properly woven, it'll start to kind of peel away, which is not ideal. But for a piece like this that is only layering and decorative, I don't think that's a problem. I would probably get it anyway. The print is also very tasteful and very subdued. Oh, it's reversible, so you get a more creamy shade and then a more taupey brown one, which is really, really great. This is the type of thing that, again, I talk about ponchos and about shawls all of the time because they're such great allies to your wardrobe. If you're getting on a plane, if you're going out to dinner and you don't want to take a coat with you, this is the perfect solution. It makes you look very chic and very elegant because all of the draping with the fabric. This one, given that it is not sewn under the arms, it can throw over your shoulder and play around a little bit with the shape of it. I really like this. Well, everyone, that was a lot of fun. I would love to do a version of this in high-end, so maybe take a look at Matches fashion, take a look at my Theresa, Moda Operandi, Netta Porter, Selfridges. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know down in the comments below because I would love to do it. Let me know also if you get any of these pieces and how they look, how they feel. This way I can live vicariously through you. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and we'll see each other again next time. Bye!